Hey guys!
Welcome back. I'm Chris.
And I'm Devin.
We're Sip, Savor, and Celebrate. And we got the big glasses out. You know what that means.
That means we got a bourbon.
We doing bourbon.
So we are doing another Penelope. We actually enjoyed that a lot.
Well, people would know what it was if you
I
actually
know.
posted it.
I know. We haven't posted it yet. But it doesn't mean we are not going to. Stay tuned.
Yes, we have done one Penelope already, but this is Penelope barrel strength.
Correct. Which means this is essentially still strength from the distillery. 58% alcohol. Is what proof?
That would be 8 and 8 is 16. That would be 116.
Yes, sir. So we're talking about 116 proof.
Now, I was watching Bruzel the other day, and he was running through a store, and he saw they were pointing out Penelope.
You get alcohol.
Oh, that's lovely. And he said out of the... oh, goodness.
That isn't that much.
Now look at the glass.
It isn't that much.
I'm messing with him, y'all. I'm messing with him.
So while we were in transit, I was kind of learning some things about bourbons and whiskey. And while we were eating, they were, educating us. So the distiller that does Elijah Craig, they're having a hard time, obviously, keeping up with demand. But he's also got a whole warehouse of barrels that are going to be ready in 2038, which means he's already overstocked so that when those come up, there isn't going to be a bourbon shortage. Because that's what we're noticing right now is everyone is going for bourbons and whiskeys, which, is driving demand up and suppliers aren't able to keep up with it.
Tequila as well is having a renaissance right now.
Correct. And what's nice is actually, so to be able to keep the same quality of bourbon, they've created the Bourbon Cactus. And that is an organization that's job is to make sure that bourbon stays being made properly.
Interesting.
And they were talking about how right now, a bourbon mash is usually a percentage of corn, a percentage of rye, and a percentage of malt. Based on how you make that is the flavors you'll get.
But are all of them have malt? I thought somebody was saying that...
You can do it without malt, but that's going to change. So you're just going to have a higher percentage of corn and higher percentage of rye.
Okay.
But they were talking that they are paying 8 times what they were paying a year ago for a half a bushel of corn. Well, y'all need to come to Michigan because we got corn out our ears, and I promise you it's not going to be 8 times.
But our corn is amazing.
Could you imagine a bourbon made with it?
I think it would be.
Well, third wins. We're hollering at you. Let us know when yours is going to be ready because we are totally waiting for your stuff right here from Bay City.
Let's see. It says Penelope Bourbon Barrel Strength pushes the boundaries of our signature 4-grain balanced flavor profile. Distilled in Indiana and Kentucky, this batch was blended from 3 bourbon mash bills, aged a minimum of 4 years in new American oak barrels. Each barrel was hand-selected to create this unique offering. Ooh.
Which means, guys, these have not been charred. They're virgin.
It says this is a non-chilled filtered.
Ooh, okay.
God, this makes me think of Blanton's almost.
Smells like a good cologne.
Maybe a little different than that.
Like, what are you wearing, Penelope?
Penelope,
Nice balance on the nose.
You may imagine making like a bourbon barbecue sauce out of this.
Could be. I get a little bit of floral.
I get beautiful mash. It's kind of light on the corn, some sweetness. maybe a little bit of honey almost.
Okay. Yeah, I get a nice florally kind of sweet mash, so.
Fall spices like clove, cinnamon. That's what I get. It's just what I get.
Well, it's that time, y'all. Ding!
Cheers.
Oh, mm-hmm.
She'll light your butt on fire, won't she?
But very good.
It is very delicious.
Just gotta swirl it a little more.
Swirl a little more, and I find that, one of the tricks that I find, and I get more pleasure from some of the higher proof spirits when I sip it more. Instead of taking a drink, I'm just literally sipping it. I'm making the drink go a lot further.
Yeah, you're the one who thinks I don't take a drink over here because it looks like I'm not.
That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. I like a little bit higher proof.
I almost get some coconut notes to it.
I can see how you would say that. It's not exactly coconut to
Correct.
me, but I get that rounded, like, you know how like when you have a drink of coconut milk and it's got that wholesomeness to it? That's what I'm getting it, but I don't get the actual coconut flavor.
Okay. Yeah, like
that's just me.
Like I'm getting, kind of like the sweetness out of like a very fresh, properly cut, ripe, coconut where it's fresh and kind of full flavor.
Which is crazy because you always yell at me you don't like coconut.
I don't. Except for when we were in Jamaica. That's the only coconut.
That was so much fun. Jamaica,
that was the only coconut that I've had that I was like, okay, I see you.
Guys, if you got a chance to... This is a little more readily available. I think I spent... it was under $100. I want to say about $70, $80 I think I picked this up from. My Urban Detroit run. I picked this one up at... I do believe I got this one from not Alan D's. He was awesome. I picked up... I picked this up at the other one, which was the Orion Keg and Wine, which was over there in Lake Orion. This is great. But I've seen this on the shelves. A lot of different places. Make sure you check around. Have a good time. Always drink responsibly. Don't be drinking and driving. Have a good time. Celebrate life because life is way, way, way too short.
And you know what they need to do?
What do they need to do?
Share us with your friends.
That's
Hit that
right.
subscription so that you know when we get new content up.
Hit the little bell. Hit the little bell so you can always know when we put the new content up. But we do need more subscribers. We appreciate you. You are awesome. Keep making notes down in the comments below. It helps the algorithms for YouTube to shoot us up to the top on recommendations for other people. But also share us. You've got your socials. Do us that favor. Put you on there, your Facebook or your Instagram, so that way we can get more notifications out there. But we do appreciate you. We're having a great time. We're having a blast. Got a great fire going on. Even though it is 39 degrees out here right now, we're still having fun. Ultimately, always remember to have a great time and always
sip, savor, and celebrate.